How's it? Today's Monday, August 23rd, and I have a snatch workout today. Pretty exciting things today. Going for a PR snatch balance, heaviest weight I've ever had with the snatch grip over my head is 275. I did a snatch push press plus overhead squat. I think it was in December when I was home. Um, and today I get a chance to do a snatch balance with that. Pretty exciting. And then I also did some hang snatches at 205. I failed a ton, and I did make two doubles. I think I failed. I think I failed 3 reps overall across 5 sets, which is obviously I would like to have had no fails, but it's kind of the way that things have come out. Like when you're going for 100% or 98% or whatever, like there is no way I'm going to be able to execute on every single rep, because at the point where I make all of those at 98%, is it truly 98%? Probably not. So yeah, it was expected today. But hang snatch double for a 205 is pretty close to my best I've ever done. I think the best I've ever done was like 95. Yeah, that sounds about right. 95 is 200. It's at 209 pounds. So 205 is not quite 209, but it's really damn close to it. Today's warm ups were kind of, nothing too spectacular. I didn't feel super great, and I didn't feel um, excited about the way that I was moving. Normally, when I am going for heavier lifts, especially on the hang lifts, I do need to feel like I know what I'm doing before I get to the weight, because there is that sort of portion of time where you pick up the weight and you're not actively doing anything. And if I don't think that I can handle the weight as I pick it up, then like mentally I'm already half defeated, and that's never a good place to be, especially right before you go for your sets, you know. So yeah. DNA here means did not attempt. I think that's just a. I think that's from actually. Where is that from? I'm not sure. I know I've seen that somewhere before, but yeah, I would call that a fail on the second attempt. You know. So here's my first set that I make, and then I did make one more after this, but the first reps are generally a no-brainer. Obviously, I didn't make the first rep the last set, but the first reps are the ones that are more or less solid, whereas the second reps are like, okay, like can I get a good hold of the bar? Am I tired? What do I need to think about here? Oftentimes it's like, oh, I'm just trying to get under the bar, and sometimes that's not good enough. In situations where that's not good enough, I have to really focus on like the fundamentals of the lift. And if I'm unable to do that, then I just straight up cannot. I cannot win that battle, that mental battle. Like this one right here. Probably extending a little bit too early, trying to get down under the bar too quick, and that's problematic. Um, but yeah, I end up doing some banded snatch deadlifts last week. There were no band, there was no band because Jiwon went back to Texas to visit some of his homies. So last week I ended up doing just 225, I believe, for regular snatch deadlifts, and then this week I am doing 230, so a little bit heavier plus the red band. I think so. This is the same exact band that he has, but I bought this one. He sent me the link, and It does feel a lot heavier than the one that he has. I think his is really old, so it's a little bit stretched out. Um, oh, this here, that big pause was me waiting for these three kids in front of me to stop walking around. Um, I I am just like, I asked them earlier to not stand in front of me in the mirror, just because it's distracting. I don't actually use the mirror very often. I just don't like it when things are moving laterally in front of me. If you're gonna stand there, it's okay. You know, you can stand there. Don't look at me though. I know this. I sound like a diva, but I think the eye contact with somebody who's lifting is extremely distracting. You know, like humans are social creatures, and so eye contact um, is communication in some capacity. This is a fail due to this thing where these kids are like all over the place, and I was just not having it. I do come back in and retake it, and not the best lift overall, but a made lift nonetheless, and the big PR. That was technically a lot more sound than the 255 was. So I'm very, very, very happy with how that went. After that, I did some weighted pull ups, 40 pounds this week. Last week was 35. I want to see if I can do 45 next week. And then some just hanging leg raises. Real simple, like accessories as far as I'm concerned. They're things that I do every week, basically, at this point. And yeah, today's a good PR day. Hang snatches coming up close on a PR, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.